Nawisha kiboko.
Nilifanya kazi usiku.
Nawisha kiboko.
Let's communicate.
Siku ya leo timu ya Kenya Pipeline Corporation imetuletea sanitizers ambazo mnaona hapa nyuma. Wametuletea mitungi hii ya 20 liters 111. Wametuletea hizi carton za 50 za 500 ml 291. Hizo cartons ama hizo sanitizers si za maafisa wa serikali vile nimeulizwa na mmoja wenu. Ni za kusaidia watu wale zile area ambazo ni za watu wa chini. Zile area za low income. Kuchukua nafasi hii kumshukuru CEO wa Kenya Pipeline na maafisa wote ambao wametuletea hizi sanitizers. Vile nimesema ni kwamba we are going to distribute them kwa kila sub county. Kwa masoko zingine zitawekwa police stations. Kwa sababu pia police stations tumeona ni mahali watu wanaenda kwa wingi. Tumeona saa zingine pia watu wanashikwa. Wanaposhikwa na polisi hana sanitizer, yeye mwenyewe anajihatarisha. Pili anahatarisha yule ambaye anashikwa, kama ataingia kwenye gari, ashike zile vyuma za gari, aingizwe cell, ashike milango ya cell. So we also want to make sure kwamba other police stations zitakuwa na sanitizer so that they sanitize their facilities na ile magari wanatumia wakati wa enforcing of the curfew. We are still appealing for more. Kama mnavyojua Kiambu County ni county kubwa sana with a population of over 2.4 million people. So we are still appealing for more. We would like to reach more and more people ili watu wetu wawe safe. But I want to appeal to our people. Wasikize vile wanavyoambiwa na viongozi wao. They must maintain social distance. They must. That's one area where we are very weak. Mahali pa social distance, I've observed and I continue observing that we are very weak in maintaining social distance. Hata kama tunapendana sana, tafadhali wakati huu to maintain social distance. Nimeona upande wa kuosha mikono, we are doing well. I've gone to many places, we are doing well.
And you're aware that the government mandated us to produce sanitizers which were supposed to be distributed free of charge to members of the public. So far, we have produced 130,000 liters in conjunction with the oil marketing companies, Kenya breweries, many like-minded institutions. So our rallying call is for people to use these sanitizers so that we are able to combat this pandemic, coronavirus. Finally, I'd also like to appeal to other like-minded institutions to come and join us because Kenya is big and we need to reach each and every corner of this country. I want to thank those who have come on board. I want to appeal to us to keep the social distance that we are always being told. There are countries that have managed to put at bay this disease because of following very simple things. The first one, hygiene, making sure they wash their hands all the time. That is the best method. The other one, if you don't have soap and water, then you use the sanitizers. Finally, keep your distance. If we do these three things, Corona will be a thing of the past. From the county commissioner, the way he has told you, we are able to actually get to the person in the village. Yeah, and just to show that we are concerned about people in the informal sector. We are actually distributing all this across the 47 counties. We started with the vulnerable ones, like Siaya, where we know that we have many people who have actually tested positive. Nairobi, we are in Nakuru. So we'll continue even as we produce the sanitizers to get to the last person in the village. These are actually ECC materials. So we hope that when you read this, if you look at this poster, it's in Kiswahili and in English. It's been translated into Kiswahili and it's in English. And it's literally telling us what we are supposed to do. So even as the county commissioner distributes the hand sanitizers, they will also be distributing these posters.
We are partnering with Kenya Pipeline to transport the sanitizers that the government of Kenya is producing for the sake of the vulnerable members of society. As Kenya Breweries, we have a very wide network. We reach everywhere in the country, and so we are dedicating a whole fleet of trucks to get these sanitizers getting to every part of the country. Because as you are aware, most businesses are shut, they are closed. And the entire ecosystem in the beer industry, business is down. So what a better way in contributing to this than, giving our trucks which are idle to get these sanitizers to every corner of the country. So that's our contribution. Over and above that, as you may have also heard from other sources, we have dedicated 50 million shillings in doing sanitizers. Effective today, we have sanitizers also being distributed across the country. And we believe that through the collaborative efforts between the government, relevant private sector, relevant public sector participants, we should be able to bring this pandemic to a close.
Hapa kwa jua.
Oh, it's you who have
going to share with our health facilities and our markets, but also we will give some to police. As you know, we have the county emergency response team that is co-chaired by myself and the county commissioner, and we agree that we are going to share. So we want to thank EABL for this generous support. It's not the first time that EABL has worked with us or has been working with us. We have been together in identifying some of the crops that we can produce with the support of EABL. In the beginning, I think as we enter into this week, and to reiterate what the minister said yesterday, that we need our private sector to come up and not only support in social corporate responsibility, but also in manufacturing of some of the items that we are using, like the PPE, the uniform, the protective gear, the ventilators, and so on. We've just learned that there is a young man who is already producing the masks in Kikuyu. We have asked for a consignment so that we can test it, and if it meets the standard, we will pre-qualify the young man and we'll start buying from the young man. So we urge because we are very, very innovative as Kenyans, we urge the Kenyan corporate and innovators to help us, because I think very soon we'll start to realize that the demand is higher than the supply. Tomorrow, all the markets have opened, and some people are just politicizing, as the minister said yesterday. Even here in Kiambu, we have a few people who are resorting to social media to say all kinds of things that we are closing markets. No, we are not closing markets. In fact, if you walk across Kiambu, you realize that all the markets are open, but under a new arrangement where people are here, recognizing the social distance, and also the trader, the buyers themselves are recognizing that they need to sanitize themselves before they go to the market, and they go to the market only to do what pertains to the market, to buy things in less than 10 minutes, and then they come out. We need to support them. Some of these sanitizers will go to support them. We have urged our water companies to continue supplying water to our markets, our bus parks, and we have asked our water companies again to continue providing particularly slum areas with water without charge. And I emphasize slum areas. We know that they have reconnected all the disconnections that they had done, which they are going to do over the next 3 months or so. But after that, people will continue to pay their bills. So yeah, the markets are working.